Is it time to buy or sell uniQure N.V stock? In this video, we're diving deep into uniQure N.V. Our initial report was published on our website on Wednesday, the 24th of September, 2025, and now we're here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You don't want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4, at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and get free price predictions and deep analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Since the 24th of September 2025, our system has ranked uniQure N.V as a hold accumulate, assigning it a score of 0. Now let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. The stock has experienced natural fluctuations, but it currently reflects a loss of 0% since our initial hold accumulate recommendation. A score of 0 indicates that our system anticipates high volatility and risk for the upcoming trading day. Given the latest developments, we cannot ascertain the stock's next direction, as it could move in either direction. The stock has broken through a very wide and strong upward trend in the short term, indicating an even stronger rate of increase ahead. For any potential pullback, there will now be support at the ceiling of the current trend, which was broken at $18.94. This level may provide a second opportunity to capitalize on a rising movement. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of 34.02% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging between negative 61.24% and negative 46.56%. Examining the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 61.28%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between negative 56.73% and negative 15.54% over the coming year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $20.55 and $40.12. Our latest daily update for uniQure N.V includes the headline: high volatility in uniQure N.V stock price on Wednesday, which ended trading at $47.50. The uniQure N.V stock price gauged 247.73% on the last trading day, Wednesday, the 24th of September, 2025, rising from $13.66 to $47.50. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated 37.90% from a day low at $37.12 to a day high of $51.19. The price has fallen in 8 of the last 10 days, but is still up by 171.74% over the past 2 weeks. Volume has increased on the last day along with the price, which is a positive technical sign, with a total of 68 million more shares traded than the day before. In total, 69 million shares were bought and sold for approximately $3,290 million. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of stock was $51.19, and the lowest price was $4.45. Currently, the price is 7.21%, or $3.69, higher than the previous closing. Below the 52-week high, and 42.42%, or $34.99, below the all-time high on June 20th, 2019, when the price reached $82.49. uniQure shares soared today following pivotal Phase 1-2 AMT-130 data that demonstrated a statistically significant 75% slowdown in the progression of Huntington's disease over a 36-month period. The company has arranged a pre-BLA meeting with the FDA in the second half of 2025, aims to file for a BLA in the first quarter of 2026, and may pursue priority review, a pathway that would expedite approval for a condition lacking an approved disease-modifying therapy and presents an estimated opportunity of $4.27 billion. The markets reacted dramatically. Shares surged by as much as 3 times during the day, attracting the attention of analysts and boosting related device partner stocks associated with surgical delivery. Concurrently, uniQure initiated a $200 million underwritten offering, including a 15% over-allotment option, and announced a refinancing plan that extends a $50 million loan to the year 2030, while unlocking up to $125 million in additional non-dilutive financing, subject to milestones. In the short term, the data and analyst enthusiasm may drive further gains and significant volatility. But the equity raise could limit immediate profits due to dilution. In the longer term, a successful BLA and priority review could be transformative for revenue and valuation, while execution risks, including FDA acceptance, manufacturing scale-up, safety, and reimbursement, remain pivotal factors for sustained growth. Analyst ratings. On Wednesday, September 24, 2025, it was reported that RBC Capital assigned QURE an outperform rating with a hold action. On Tuesday, January 7, 2025, it was reported that RBC Capital again assigned QURE an outperform rating with a hold action. On Tuesday, July 9, 2024, it was reported that Guggenheim assigned QURE a buy rating with a hold action. On Monday, March 4, 2024, it was reported that Cowen & Company assigned QURE a neutral rating with a hold action. On Thursday, June 22, 2023, it was reported that Chardon Capital assigned QURE a buy rating with a hold action. Analysts have assigned uniQure N.V stock a general sell rating. They categorize the price-to-earnings ratio as strong sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell as well. Regarding return on investment, analysts have also rated the stock as strong sell. The following signals have been identified for uniQure N.V. The stock of uniQure N.V. presents buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a positive outlook for the stock. Additionally, a general buy signal is observed from the relationship between these two indicators, where the short-term average is positioned above the long-term average. In the event of a downward correction, support may be found at the levels of $18.89 and $16.44. A decline below any of these thresholds will trigger sell signals. A buy signal emerged from a pivot bottom point on Tuesday, September 23, 2025, and the stock has since increased by 247.73%. Further growth is anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Furthermore, a buy signal has also been generated from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. Volume is increasing alongside the price, which is regarded as a favorable technical signal. The stock experienced a golden star signal on Tuesday, December 3, 2024. In the long-term chart, a golden star signal occurs when the short-term moving average, long-term moving average, and price line converge in a unique combination. This occurrence is quite rare and is often followed by substantial and sustained gains for the stock in question. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal. Pivots, buy signal from 2 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 28 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal from 2 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 2 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 2 days ago. If we examine the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal from 2 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 2 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages shows a buy signal from 90 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to find more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for uniQure N.V. There is no support from accumulated volume below today's level, and given the right conditions, the stock may experience significant declines in the coming days. This stock is expected to have considerable daily fluctuations, indicating high volatility. The prediction interval from the Bollinger Band suggests that this stock carries a high-risk rating. Over the past day, the stock experienced a movement of $14.07 between its highest and lowest points, which translates to 37.9%. In the past week, the stock's daily average volatility has been 12.98%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for uniQure N.V., let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, let's discuss the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly known as the P/E ratio. This important metric measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A negative P/E ratio indicates that the company is experiencing negative earnings or is incurring losses. Even well-established companies can face downturns, often due to circumstances beyond their control. However, if a company consistently shows negative PE ratios, it may suggest inadequate profits and the risk of potential bankruptcy. In other news, the upcoming earnings report for the third quarter of the year 2025 is anticipated on the 4th of November, 2025. Analysts have consensus estimates set at negative 87 cents. It is important to monitor these figures closely as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for uniQURE N.V. There is no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which indicates that the stock could move upwards swiftly under the right conditions. In this scenario, you might consider entering a position and using volume as a guide for when to exit. Conversely, there is no significant support from accumulated volume below, suggesting that the stock could potentially drop sharply under certain circumstances. It's advisable to exercise caution and consider placing bets only if you are an experienced trader familiar with navigating such situations. The combined average rating for uniQURE N.V. from multiple analyst sources is to sell. Now let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 27th of June, 2025, Abisab Walid conducted an insider sale of 1,466 shares of ordinary shares. On the 20th of June, 2025, Springhorn Jeremy P. conducted an insider sale of 2,112 shares of ordinary shares. On the 20th of June, 2025, Post Leonard E. conducted an insider sale of 2,112 shares of ordinary shares. On the 20th of June, 2025, K. Jack conducted an insider sale of 2,112 shares of ordinary shares. On the 20th of June, 2025, Jacques Rochelle Suzanne conducted an insider sale of 2,112 shares of ordinary shares. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we have determined the insider power to be positive with a ratio of 53.784. In total, insiders purchased 2,217,362 shares and sold 436,205 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $45.96, reflecting a decline of 3.24%. This stock exhibits significant daily fluctuations, which introduces a higher level of risk. The 14-day relative strength index stands at 88, further elevating that risk. Additionally, there is a buy signal stemming from a pivot bottom identified just 1 day ago. Is uniQURE N.V. stock a good buy? uniQURE N.V. presents several positive indicators. However, we believe these are not sufficient to classify it as a buy candidate at this time. Currently, it is recommended as a hold candidate, suggesting that investors should maintain or accumulate their positions while awaiting further developments. Our analysis conclusion for this stock has been upgraded from a sell to a hold since the last evaluation. After reviewing the volatility and movements from the most recent trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Thursday, the 25th of September, we anticipate uniQURE N.V. to open lower by $2.23, beginning trading at $45.27. We would like to remind you that trading carries a significant risk of financial loss. It is advisable to consult with a financial advisor prior to making any purchases or sales of securities. Your investment decisions should not solely rely on StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a beautiful day. With regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.